Hey everybody, welcome back to Christian Penguin 1990. Of course, my name is Matthew. We're going to continue with Why Pray Today. We are in day 5, and this one is titled Prayer is Being the Friend in the Middle. The words, spoken with a heavy southern drawl, still ring in my mind. My good friend Dr. Wilson Benton proclaimed, "We are to be friends in the middle of the night." That was his interpretation of prayer based on Luke 11:5-13. In that passage, Jesus tells us that prayer is like a friend in the middle. A person opens his home at midnight to a hungry friend who has been on a long journey. Out of courtesy, the friend must feed this traveler, but there is no bread in his house. So he goes to the house of a wealthy friend who surely has bread, knocks hard on the door, and wakes him from a deep sleep. Shouting that he needs bread, the wealthy friend is irritated and tries to send the noisy neighbor away. But the man continues shouting. Finally, the wealthy friend has no choice but to get up and give the bread to the man and send him on his way. This is a parable about prayer, for it tells of our position in relation to the needs of the world and our ability to meet those needs and our link to the one who can meet them. The needs. The friend in the middle, or the middleman, was compelled to act. He could not ignore his friend's need for food. Not only did he have to be hospitable, but apparently he was moved by his friend's need. He felt so deeply about it that he did not want to leave it till morning. It was something he had to act on right away. Excuse me. People who pray have developed not only a relationship with the Father, but also a deep sense of the needs in their Father's world. They see these needs with broken and compassionate hearts. Harold Lindsell, I think I said that right, observed at Billy Graham's 25th anniversary of crusade ministry that the measure of spiritual maturity is not in the heights of ecstasy Christians achieve in worship, but rather in the pain of a broken heart over the agony and needs of the world. Lindsell urged the audience to join the company of the brokenhearted and to stand with Jesus as he wept over Jerusalem. A person who is in living prayer relationship with God is also in a living, painful relationship with the needs of the world. It is impossible to be in good standing with God without seeing around us the heartaches that God sees, our inability to meet the need. Why do we so often look away from the needs around us? Because we are unable to meet those needs. In Acts 3:1-10, Peter and John looked a lame beggar straight in the eye. They could look at his need because they knew what to do about it. They knew that in themselves they couldn't meet the man's need, but they knew they could take it to God and that the power of Jesus' name could heal him. How often do you look away from the family quarreling down the street or the problems of your inner city because you have little confidence in your relationship with the source of all blessing? Excuse me. We are crippled not only by our inability to meet needs, but also by our lack of faith that God will meet those needs. And much of the time we don't bring those needs to Him in prayer. The joy and excitement of being a follower of Christ is found right here, and being able to look at the needs of the world and to know you have something significant to give toward every single need. Now, knowing who can meet the needs. The middleman gave what he had, namely his relationship to his wealthy friend. He went to the wealthy friend in urgency, knowing that the need had to be met, confident that this person had bread and would share it. Near my home is an inner-city apartment complex of 100 units. They are filled mainly with fatherless families and illegal immigrants. Crime was so high that the police responded to 15 calls there every day. But 7 senior women in a neighboring church decided to become friends in the middle. By praying for that housing complex, they began intensive prayer, and as a result, 2 years later, the police reported less than 15 calls for an entire summer. Much happened, of course, to bring about this amazing answer to prayer, but it was the friends in the middle, in the form of 7 elderly women, who started the flow of blessings. They could never minister on site in such a situation, but they could pray. All right, so to the reflect and discussion. What situations have you seen that are beyond your ability to solve? Have you been a friend in the middle, linking those needs with God? If not, why not? And now to meditate. Prayer is a dependent relationship in which we are empowered and enfolded into God, in which we link our needs to God's infinite resources. Okay, what situations have you seen that are beyond your ability to solve? Well, for me, a lot of them. There's too many to list on that one. Don't want to bring up anything in my family going on right now. Let's see, like a friend's illness or something that I can't solve myself. Have you been a friend in the middle, linking those needs with God? If not, I do pray for my friends, saved and unsaved. I pray for their blessings. I pray for their health, that they'll stay healthy. They'll always be happy no matter what, and so on. So I do take almost everything to God in prayer, even something simple as getting a car or a house or something. And people look at me like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm serious. I've taken stuff like that to God in prayer because if it's not God's will for me to have it, then I don't need it." And I've had prayers answered instantly, and I've had prayers take some time to answer, but they get answered. And I've also had prayers that are answered by simply a no. And so God does answer all prayers. It's just sometimes the answer you get is not the answer you want. That doesn't mean He didn't answer it. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video and this chapter for today. And just keep praying for your family, your friends, especially your friends that are unsaved, that do not know Jesus Christ. Just pray that maybe they'll come to you, or want to go to church with you one day, and just maybe you can witness to them and help lead them to the Lord Jesus and help them get saved and go from there. But like I said, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, and I'll sorry about the camera angle, but after I started, I didn't want to fix it, and of course, I was looking at the book more the majority of the time, but I'll fix it for the next video. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that, guys, and God bless, and hope y'all have a happy and great weekend, and enjoy it with your families, and don't get too hot or rained out or whatever's going on. So enjoy and be safe this weekend, guys. God bless.